We're almost a month into the government shutdown, and it is impacting so many areas of people's daily lives, including people who receive SNAP benefits, commonly known as food stamps.
Some 600,000 Hoosiers are set to lose those benefits next week on November 5th. That's when Hoosiers were supposed to see money for November show up on their cards.
But without the government reopening, that's not going to happen. But 13 News State House reporter Emily Longnecker is here to explain with a proposal from one Democratic state lawmaker that he thinks would help. Emily.
Yeah, Dustin and Felicia, Democratic State Representative Greg Porter is proposing that the state step in with some money to help these Hoosiers who likely will be losing their SNAP benefits in a matter of days. Porter, who sits on the state budget committee, asked for bipartisan support for his proposal at today's budget committee meeting. Porter wants to give $122 million in state dollars to fund SNAP and give another $10 million to local food banks to help support clients who have lost their benefits during the shutdown.
We're in a crisis mode for the next 2 or 3 days. We need to be up front and take care of Hoosiers. If we don't do that, there's going to be some consequences out there that we don't want to deal with as a body. We're policymakers.
Porter says that this was not a mandate on the issue. He says he was just looking for bipartisan support from fellow lawmakers on this committee before taking this proposal to the governor. Ultimately, Republicans on the state budget committee voted against putting this proposal on the agenda today. They voted against considering it today.
Emily, did they explain why?
So essentially, there were some questions about how the state funding would get on these EBT cards. That is not the state's role to put the money on those cards. What the state does through FSSA is they decide every month who qualifies to get SNAP benefits and how much they could get. It's actually the federal government who works with an outside vendor, an outside EBT vendor, to get that money on the cards. So it really came down to questions of how to get this money on the cards for lawmakers who voted against putting this proposal on the agenda today.
Okay, so a logistics issue.
Yeah, so what happens now, Emily?
Okay, so Democratic Representative Greg Porter says that he is still going to take his proposal to the governor's people. A spokesperson for Indiana's Family and Social Services Administration, the agency who handles SNAP benefits, said in a statement that they have been working with food banks and other charities to make sure that the state's helpline 211 has the information that it needs to point Hoosiers in the right direction to find help. Dustin,
right.
Felicia.
And as we told our viewers up at the top of the hour, there are also a number of food banks that are posting their phone number, their email, links for help online as well.
Lots of churches getting involved. All right, Emily, reporting live from the State House. Thank you so much.